This is the sound of profound moral support, giving strength to the Assembly of First Nations delegates before they speak directly to the Pope about the damage done to so many lives by residential schools.
Inside, I'm actually feeling pretty good, like I think I was more nervous leading up to it and stuff, but now that it's time, it's time to get on and do the job.
This is the last and largest of the 3 Indigenous groups to meet with Pope Francis this week. 15 AFN delegates, including elders, youth, and residential school survivors. Their audience with the Pope lasted 2 hours, twice as long as expected. And when it was over, they walked out of the Pope's private library with a sense of accomplishment.
It's a very special, divine moment for all of us.
What I took away from this meeting is that he heard. He acknowledged the shame with the Catholic regime and the impact that it has had on us as First Nations.
They discussed the discovery of what's believed to be thousands of unmarked graves of children at former residential school sites and the need to compensate survivors. They also urged Pope Francis to revoke centuries-old papal decrees used to justify the seizure of Indigenous land in the Americas by colonial powers.
He did confirm the Church was standing with us. He acknowledged our hurts, our abuse, and our mistreatment.
This is a special moment for us.
Former AFN chief Phil Fontaine first met with the sitting Pope in 2009. He says this time was very different.
We're on the verge of finally turning the corner.
Fontaine is optimistic that on Friday the Pope will commit to making an apology. But the question is, when?
When Archbishop Gagnon was asked about that, his response was very soon, before winter. That makes me extremely happy.
So, Juanita, we've had these first 3 meetings where the delegates have spoken to the Pope. Tomorrow's meeting's a little different, and it's a big one.
It is going to be a big one, Ian. All 150 delegates are going to be meeting with Pope Francis at the Vatican in a final audience. And it's big in the sense that the delegates are finally going to hear what Pope Francis has to say after reflecting on what he's heard from them over the last few days.
And as we both heard from a lot of delegates, there are some high hopes.
They have high hopes indeed. They are hoping that Pope Francis will commit to delivering an official apology on Canadian soil.
All right, Juanita, we're just hours away from finding out what the Pope does say. Thank you.
You're welcome.